Staffordshire County Council employ around 5,000 staff, are responsible for about £1 billion worth of budget. Primary objectives at this point in time are to grow the Staffordshire economy, ensuring that all of our children, all of the Staffordshire children have got the best start in their lives, and making sure that the Staffordshire transportation infrastructure is effective, but also increasingly making sure that the digital infrastructure is effective. And we want to promote more health and independence and well-being, so trying to make sure that people grow old without complications or without needing to call upon social care type services. Clearly, we're an organisation that has to have the trust of the public entrusting us with very sensitive information. So a major cyber breach, a loss of data, would cause us major reputational damage. Also, from an efficiency and a productivity perspective, a cyber breach would mean in excess of 5,000 people couldn't do their job. So it's a major cost consequence, and that's ignoring the consequences of any remedial recovery activities. So, huge disruption, possible losses of income, things like that. And that's clearly why we wanted to introduce a security operations centre, having that 7x24 visibility, 365 days a year, to make sure that we've always got eyes on risks and threats and try to protect the council against that type of thing.
One of the main barriers to a county council building an internal SOC is cost. We obviously have to run to set budgets, and SOCs are expensive because you need to have skilled, experienced staff available, looking at the alerts as they come in, having their eyes on the screen, and available to respond quickly and coherently to those issues. And that requires a lot of staff. Councils often can't pay the salaries that staff can get in the private sector market for that kind of skills and experience.
I represent the County Council at an integrated care board. So that's a combination of councils who've got responsibilities for delivering social care and the NHS in the locality in Staffordshire. It's a digital group, and we've all got some common needs, but cybersecurity was a really key one, a real priority for all of us.
ANS proposed a SOC solution to us, which was essentially allowing them to monitor our security information and event management tools remotely, so that they can see into our environment and any alerts that they see crop up across any of our systems. And that gives us a couple of major bonuses from the County Council's perspective: eyes on the screen, looking at the alerts as they come in. But we've also got knowledge, skilled and experienced staff triaging those alerts and either dealing with them themselves as they come up, or getting in touch with us and saying, look, this is what we've seen, we need some assistance to deal with it. Can you step in and take control? And it continues. We have a monthly meeting with our customer account manager to look at how things are going, the calls that the SOC are dealing with, the KPIs, the performance of the SOC team. So it's really been a very well-managed end-to-end process for us.
We went through a competitive procurement process. ANS evidenced both a really cost-effective proposition. They demonstrated their skills and expertise, not only in cybersecurity, but also in the public sector, local government, NHS sphere. So they felt like a really good fit for our requirements. The scale that they've got in terms of the number of SOC engineers was really impressive.
It was important to have somebody who could work with our technology stack, which ANS have a deep level of experience and understanding in. One of the things that we found very useful is the knowledge of the engineers. So we've had an awful lot of logs that we need to get into the SIEM tool in order to get the most out of it. And you've had various engineers engaged on the project throughout who've been subject matter experts in various different things. So it's been really useful to sort of lean on their knowledge and skills to get the most out of the product. One that sticks in mind is an identity theft scenario where we had a phishing email sent to an elected member of the County Council. They were compromised by a link in phishing email. And one of the things that the SOC picked up on very quickly was that someone was attempting to log into their email from overseas. They quashed that straight away, jumped into the system, disabled the account, reset the password, reset all the tokens associated with it so that they couldn't log in over from abroad, and then got in touch with us to say, look, this is the action that we've taken, this is why. And that kind of thing is extremely valuable because it means that the account is safeguarded as quickly as possible. And it also gives us those valuable seconds to make sure that nothing nefarious can happen with that information. I think as we sort of move into the future with ANS, we will continue sort of tuning the information we put into the SOC so that the team get the best out of it and we get the best possible outputs. And speed is really of the essence when it comes to sort of cyber threats. You need to jump on them quickly, you need to deal with them as they crop up.
It's a really positive relationship, and I'm sure it'll continue to go from strength to strength.